know it's been a couple days since Thanksgiving and I have not stopped eating. Can't ever go wrong with Thanksgiving food, especially leftovers. But welcome back, everybody. Hope you all had a great Thanksgiving, spending it with your families and loved ones. Today, what we're going to be doing is we're going to be taking a look at my 1 week review with the Canon EOS RP. So let's go. So primarily, we're not going to be using this Canon EOS RP as like a cinema camera. Primarily, I see this camera being used in 2 ways. One is as a vlogging camera, and 2 for photos. Now I actually have my Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera that I use for cinema things, and then I purchased this EOS RP primarily to take photos. So in the last week, I have taken several photos and I'll play them here. But I'm still, like I said, still trying to dial in the settings, still trying to get used to it, still messing with the RAW format, aspect ratios and everything like that. But primarily, like I said, people will use this for vlogging and photos. Now, I've also tried using the time-lapse mode on this, but it didn't turn out very great. I did a 4-hour time-lapse, I believe it was 3-second intervals, and it was my first time doing a time-lapse ever, and it came out heavily overexposed. So I do feel like there's a lot of potential when it comes to the time-lapse mode, but I'm not there yet, still figuring it out. Also, last week when I posted my video, I said that you could only shoot in 30 frames per second with a native Canon lens, and I was corrected. Someone in the comments mentioned the fact that it's APS-C lenses. So, if you want to shoot in 30 frames per second, it has to be an APS-C sensor lens. Otherwise, you're just limited to 4K at 24 frames with a major crop. So if you want to shoot in 30 frames per second, APS-C lens or Canon lenses. Okay, so speaking of time lapses, I actually just did one while I was up there. It took me 12 minutes to get a 10-second video. And mind you, this is my second time only. This is my second time doing a time lapse. So I'm gonna throw it up on the screen now. Let me know what you think down in the comments. I've never done a time lapse at night either, so this is my first one at night, my second time lapse in general. So I just wanted to test that out again. But I just got back from working out upstairs. When I'm lazy, which is most days, I will just go upstairs to a gym, or not a gym. There's a, what do you call it? A workout station. They got dumbbells that go up to like 50 pounds. So I was up there just doing some high rep stuff, but I've been having an issue with my knee lately, so I mean, I was working my knees, or just the one knee, the right knee, so I call it a right knee workout. But anyway, I was up there doing a workout, and I was, still trying to test the capabilities of the Canon EOS RP. So, I mean, it's only been a week since I've been using it, and so far I've loved it. Like I said before, there's more pros than there are cons, and for me as a entry-level photographer, I think this is a really good entry-level photographer, photography camera. So for pictures and vlogs, this is really good. It does shoot 4K, but you have to get a really wide angle lens, like down to 8mm, and then you start getting into the kind of warped fisheye territory. I'm sure, I know they have programs to fix that, but in order to get a wider angle, you can see how right here there's not much space. If you get a wider angle lens, you'll be able to see more of the background. But I think as long as you have, the right setup, and I got my GorillaPod in, so it's a little bit easier to vlog now. You won't just see my face like that. You'd see a little bit more, but a little off topic. Anyway, so this is only my first week of use with the Canon EOS RP, and like I said, as a beginner photographer, I think this really works. I still need to dial in some settings, dial in, you know, how I like my photos, how I like my videos. But for what I'm trying to use it for my YouTube channel, I already, like I said, back there you can see the there's a Blackmagic Pocket Cinema 4K camera. I use that mostly for, you know, cinema things, more serious things. But for the you know, vlogging, day-to-day kind of things, I think the Canon EOS RP is a contender. Not the best, obviously, but it is a contender for entry-level people. Side note, I haven't been able to take many photos yet at night to test the low light capabilities, but from what I've been researching and what I've been hearing, it's not the best, obviously, because it's a, you know, I wouldn't say an entry-level camera, but it's not the best camera for low light photography. I haven't been able to test it out yet, but as you can see right now, it looks great because I have, you know, lights. I have a setup in my apartment, but I haven't been able to take it out and actually shoot at night. Although the time lapse that I just took was at night, but that's about it. Like I said, this is just the 1 week review of the Canon EOS RP. Just want to let you all know how it's going with how I feel about it, and it's very positive. I like it, and I will continue to use it. I will most likely post another second week update, a third, and then a month, and then after that I'll kind of give it a rest. And then on top of the 2 week review next week, I'll probably post another video of something else. I just don't know what. So as always, thank you all for watching. Also, I'm super stoked because I went from, I think it was 115 or 116 followers to 122 followers in a matter of 1 week, which is insane for me. So 122, here's to 122. I'm pumped for that. But anyway, like I said, thank you all for watching. Stay tuned for another video next week. Let me know down below if you have any recommendations, comments, and always like and subscribe. I will see you all next week. Peace.